What you seeing? Good day. You know, it's Charles here again. Just here to talk about serious things that are going on in life with everybody, where everybody concerned. That's with inflation and thing in the real. Yeah, the sunlight beautiful, man, beautiful. I sweaty too. But yeah, we relates to inflation and prices raising and everything. And I've been like observing as of recently, everybody complaining, saying everything raising except my income, except my salary. I want to blame government and blame everybody else. And I've been wondering, how right is that to do? Like, doesn't make sense. And I'm thinking, yeah, kinda, though, cause it only makes sense that income and salary raise. But I'm not sure about the whole economics about it and how exactly that gonna work now. If we just cancel off each other, and if that keep on raising, then the inflation going to be even higher with the price of things. So yeah, I'm not really sure about those things. But yeah, trying to think about it more from my perspective and what can I do? It doesn't make sense to just one complain if things are gonna change, or to fix it for yourself, for you, because you're in control of what's going on, right? So I realize every time, so I just go to the grocery, and for the past few months going to the grocery is like, boy, something raising, the price raising, and not like just raising once. It raising consistently, dog. Like that real frustrating, boy. At a bit, I go into the grocery, see price raise, I say, ah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Go back 2 weeks later and the raise again. Nah. You're buying less things, but yet still, it's the same you're paying, the same amount of money you're paying. At real, at real, that is not a good experience, but it make you think, it's a food for thought. How you can fix this on how you can make this affect you less, make it be less of a problem for you, because you don't want to be stressing over going to the grocery, dog. That is not making sense. So what are you stressing over going to the grocery for? Exactly, and that's just something we have to think about. Are we gonna complain? I want to be a victim in this. While economy is hard and with all you, even the war going on around the world right now and things impacting the economy and things, and gas price raising, you just want to complain about it, or try to help out yourself? Try to help out yourself, because it's maybe more complicated than you think it is. Maybe more complicated than you think it is, right? So, but this could tie in a lot of people, their life and how their upbringing, one thing, right? You know. So for me, I didn't grow up rich on. I don't say I grew up poor either. I grew up. How would you define it? But a little lower middle class, probably. Maybe living the ghetto for a little half of my life right now. It was a good 3 bedroom apartment, even though it was real small. It was a 3 bedroom apartment, real small still, but yeah, and good vibes. Not really good vibes, but good vibes, man. As a child, all we really had to study was gunshots, dog. Gunshots was real, yeah. But yeah, and how living day to day basis, I had things to eat, wasn't unfancy. And if I get fast food, that was a blessing. That's a blessing. I have like very small memories before my brother born, because he born when I was 4. Before he born, I was really living nice, dog. Living nice, only child, getting gifts, shoes, all kind of, hey. And then, well, a child come in, that's more money. And then our next child come in when I was, how old I was, boy? I was 9. Yeah, and I just cost more money. So, it was, financial situation. Well, as a child and how I experienced it, like I wouldn't know exactly what the parents going through and how things actually going for them. But from my experience, it was okay. Could I get my books for school and thing? The school uniform, reach the school back home, didn't really have to miss any school for money. So yeah, it was right. It was right. But like, didn't really get nothing special, just basic things, anything to survive. But then this question, I know plenty people experience this question from the parents, dog. Or not even a question, a statement when I ask them for something, dog. I think we need too much money, dog. But they tell you, I can't afford that. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. You see an extra with something, you say, what? You can't afford that. You feel like it. You feel money grow from trees and things. And that's real food for thought now, because when you think about it, And this might sound corny, I'm not trying to be corny, but you really gotta ask yourself, how can I afford that, As if it was something, if you really do something, it's fair to say, you don't can afford that, but for you now as you're growing up and, that was instilled into you, you can't afford that, you wanna relearn, you don't want to keep that mentality where you can't afford something, you wanna ask yourself, I wonder how I could afford this boy, dog boy. Yeah, I wonder how, if it's something you really want, you wanna go on vacation, go a resort and thing, you wanna buy something, you really wanna ask yourself how I could afford this. Maybe not today, but soon, maybe in the near future. What can I do to afford this? And that's the same thing that comes back in with like the groceries and the gas and the living because of inflation and getting house and thing. You really wanna ask yourself, how can I afford this? What can I do now to make me be able to afford this in the future, right? Yeah, so ask yourself how you could afford something. When the PS5 come out, and that was 2020, and that was before I had a job, though. But last year, Christmas, I was really thinking, do I want to get a PS5? Before I could afford it, before Christmas, I was like, how I could afford this PS5? What would I have to do to get this PS5? And I realized I had to keep my money a bit, had to spend more wisely, get more money coming in. When I could have afforded the PS5, I just didn't want it again. At least not for now. But yeah. So you just had to ask yourself, how can I afford this PS5, right? I just have a couple of notes here I wanted to talk about. Right. So, as I say, based on your life and how you grew up and things, and this can really affect you, your mind and how you think, your mentality, I should say, your mindset, your mentality, all those things. And going back to me, after growing up so normal, not bad, then going to secondary school, switching places I was living, and again, same usuals, I never really get, I never get much, like, things I really wanted, I get the basics, a little money to go to school, travel back, to and from, and yeah, like if I wanted clothes, I never really get clothes, I used to get rare clothes when I was younger, then when I get older, I never really get clothes, and maybe that's so for many people. If you wanted a special kind of clothes, you had to save your money for it, and that's what I was doing. That's starting like Form 3 or 4 or so, when I was like 15. Started saving money to get things I really wanted. So I never really tell myself, unless it's an outrageous fee, but I never really tell myself I couldn't afford something if I truly wanted it at that age, in that context. Like if I wanted some expensive clothes, and expensive that time is like 400 TT or so, then I'll go to school and try not to spend my money. Try to walk more than take a car, even take a bus. I really do that sometimes, even though that bus thing I waiting, dog. But yeah, you go to school and I don't want to spend money on like snacks and thing. I'll try to bring everything from home, and then you see when that money save up there, go and splurge it all, spend that all. Yeah, but in school, biggest purchase I probably make was because I remember this person who was in school but then buy like an iPhone or something, though. And I asked him how to do that, and it was from saving the money that I get the allowance to get for school. And I was like, would. And I asked my mother for a PS4, but that was real money too. So I say, right, I could save up half for the PS4, which would be about 1,500. And yeah, you go put the next half. So for like a 2 months, I was just saving up the money, thinking, yeah. So as I was saying before you see that cut in the video, that all this noise around, boy. One more cut, dog. Yeah, sorry for that inconvenience, dog. I'm gonna lose my train of thought. As I was saying, I saved for like 2 months, dog. Intense saving, dog. Living like a piper. No, not a piper, never a pipe, but to save up that money to get the PS4 and FIFA, and that purchase was beautiful. That purchase was beautiful, So I never tell myself I couldn't afford it. I was always thinking how I could afford it. Well, from around that age, or if I want to afford it. That's something else. You don't say you can't afford it, but do you want to? Is it worth it? You want to afford that? Yeah, and again, I tie this back into the groceries. I had no job. I was young. I was too young for really a job. So I couldn't really up the money coming in. I couldn't up the cash flow. But I could up the savings and lessen the expenses. So that's something we had to think about. Why? You really going about posting up what kind of thing? Like if the government, maybe on your job or your employer, maybe your price, your salary will raise, but come now be serious. Now you can't just be dependent on that. And even if it raise, how much it will raise and by? Not that much, not that much. And plenty people, if it raise, you know what going to raise? The lifestyle going to raise. You have some lifestyle inflation, which is as you make more money, you spend more money on things you would have, just spend more money because it's just natural. So yeah, you have to think about what you could do right now with the money you have, as well as how you could get more money in the future. And that is what I'm thinking about these days. Because I want to really be comfortable, a comfortable life. I know people say comfortable life as in, stressing out myself to pay my maybe rent, mortgage, whatever you have, or your loan for your car, and not being able to do as much as you like. People think that's comfortable. I don't find that comfortable, though. Maybe what you're doing is comfortable in the moment, but I just think that's stress, unnecessary stress, affect your health and everything. I'm not trying to stress over groceries, boy, dog, boy. I'm not trying to stress over groceries and now I'm getting that. Anything else I'm trying to talk about? Right. I was talking about, now I already see everything that someone not buying the unnecessary. So things like people say, you talk about groceries, they say going to the grocery hard, as in it's more expensive than buying fast food and things. We have to think about it. Maybe if your parents or your people buying food for you in your house, then the grocery be expensive. But when you have to provide for yourself and things, and eat what you have to eat, going to the grocery over fast food, because how regular you can buy fast food or breakfast there or dinner outside there, it does really add up. And I don't think people understand just how much it does add up now, boy. Like you have to just check your expenses at the time. Check how much food you're actually buying and how that money going up, and drinks and things. Add it up. Think about that. That's real. That's really add up to more than going to the grocery and preparing your meals for where you're going. Cook at home, you may eat your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. It's not as much money as buying food outside. And I find that as real. People don't understand that fully. So yeah, you have to study not buying unnecessary things sometimes while in a period of money and income being tight. So like the little things that does really matter, dog. The little things. I see a post yesterday about like things like if you're paying for Netflix and other things. Look, I don't see nothing wrong with doing that, but it depends like how things going for you and how your mind is. Because if you're just living your life, you're not complaining about it. Once you're not complaining, dog, you do you. Life real beautiful. Just don't complain. But you see, they complain about things, and it could fix things to get that in our gears. Come now, man. Like you have 15 US. I think it's 15 US a month. I'm not sure. 15 US a month or so for Netflix. You better think about exactly how that impact on you. It's not just the 15 US. It's more like, okay, spend that 15 US, and then the time taken away from you. And your time had to be worth something, dog. Your time had to be worth something. And if that time taken away from the potential things, potential money you could have been getting right now for that better life, then it's more than just 15 US one day. It's more than just saying you want a little relaxation and thing. It's more than that, right? So you just have to focus on what you really want. You want to complain about something, or you really want to enjoy this thing, enjoy these vibes. So yeah, that basically all I was going to say. Inflation rising, prices rising, everything rising except we income. So what you gonna do about it? Me right now, I'm not even 100% sure how I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But you gotta add more value. And once you add more value, put in some more hard work, dog. Stay consistent in what you're doing. Try to move. If you're in a business, try to move a ladder or something. Don't depend on others too much or the government. Just know what you're doing. And go work out, dog. No need to complain, no need to fuss, no need to carry on. Just do what's needed. And soon, we have to make it. So yeah, But things real tough these days, and I don't know. This was just some thoughts on my head. I wasn't really teaching nothing. It's just some thoughts. Just wondering what we gonna do with all these prices raising, dog. Complain about being a minimum wage and thing, and how we had to raise minimum wage. Well, figure it out yourself and try to help others along the way. Because if you could just pass on some knowledge, if you could do it and then help others, that's a beautiful thing. All I can say is, let's get it.